Did you watch My Dress Up Darling in dub? No, but that's because I was watching it right as it aired. However, our friend Amelie, also known as Monarch, is the lead. She's Marin Kitagawa. So hell yeah. But I was watching it as it aired, and I was like locked in. I was super locked in. I was like, oh my god, I need to watch this show. I have a friend who watched it dub just for her, and he liked it. I mean, there's a lot of really good dubs out there. They just have like such a bad reputation because I feel like it's popular to hate on dubs. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people think they're cool if they hate dubs. When they're like, there's just a complexity in the Japanese that cannot be reached when you translate it over to English. And also, all English voice actors are bad. Those are usually the two things I see. And I'm like, I mean, if we're talking about Bakemonogatari, I would agree with you that show is probably near impossible to dub. I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine how you would dub Bakemonogatari, you know? I can't imagine it. Not because I think that a dub would be bad, but I just think translating it is really, really superbly difficult. You know what I'm saying? And there's some shows like that, but I'm going to be so honest. Most shows that people say that about aren't like that. Like when people are like, how could they dub Love Live? This dub is so shit. It's so cringe. And then I look over at the Japanese and it's like saying the same things and the same cringy things just in Japanese. I'm like, I see. You don't know any Japanese. You just think it's better because you don't know Japanese. Because let's be honest. If we're talking about idol shows specifically, and this is coming from me, I fucking love idols. I love the idol journey. I love idol things. I love idols so much. But there's no way you can say in English, and my dream is to be an idol. That sounds normal. And let's be honest, in Japanese, it probably doesn't sound normal either. But it's so much, if you're an English speaker, to hear it in English is so much more cringy than hearing it in Japanese and reading it, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm putting out there? Or like there's a like the Love Live one that's going around that's like Shiki-chan nani ga suki? Like in Japanese that sounds cute, but if you translate that, it's just like person's name, what do you like? Which isn't bad, but like it's just kind of like, oh, that's like in English it's just like not as cute as like versus nani ga suki. I'm like, I don't know what nani ga suki, I mean I do, but like in the context of most people, they probably don't really know, like, they might know nani and ski, right? But, like, you don't really, like, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Because even then, if you know nani and ski, it just means, like, what like. Shiki, what like. Nerissa, nani ga suki? Nerissa, yes, what like. But that's the thing. It's like some things just like when you try to translate them over, it's just going to sound a little funny because it's just funny. Well, also Japanese is fundamentally differently built that you can skip a lot of stuff. Like even if, because you in English you'd say, Nerissa, what do you like? As to where, and like you have the what, and then you reiterate the you, even though you already said my name. Like, you couldn't say, what do like? But effectively, you know, that's what the Japanese is kind of saying directly, you know? Shiki-chan, what do like? It takes work. It takes work to translate stuff like that into something that maintains the same fun that the Japanese version had, you know? For a listener. And it's also hard because you're always going to be compared in that sort of situation to someone or to the Japanese. But the funny thing is the people who are comparing it are people who 90% of the time don't speak much to any Japanese, if any at all. You know? So it's a complicated job, and it's a thankless job, because most of the time, you just get hated on. And look, by the way, I'm not trying to convince any of you to like dubs. If you don't like dubs, that's fine. But it's one thing to not like something, and it's one thing to be mean about it. You know?
I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Listen me.